This is Gary Stocker with College Viability. Let's go beyond the college brochure. If you were to visit the sprawling, picturesque campus of the University of Connecticut, you'd see exactly what you'd expect from a flagship institution. You'd see the Husky pride, the world-class research labs, and the prestige that comes with being a top-tier public university. But lately, if you were to wander into the faculty offices, the places where the great minds of tomorrow are supposed to be molded, you'd notice something was missing. Something small, something humble, something we all take for granted until the moment that we need it. For years, the University of Connecticut has built grand buildings, expanded their reach, and watched their rosters grow. But as anyone knows, when the bills start outrunning the paycheck, you have to start looking for pennies in the couch cushions. The university found itself staring at a budget gap and needed to find a way to save over $1.5 million. They could have looked at the executive suites. They could have looked at the ambition trap of endless expansion. But instead, the leaders in stores decided to look under the desks. They've launched a new initiative. They aren't calling it a crisis. They're calling it modernization. The plan to save that $1 million plus sum. The University of Connecticut has begun removing the individual trash cans from faculty and staff offices. That's right. From now on, if a professor has a crumpled up draft of a research paper or a leftover lunch wrapper, they are encouraged to take a little walk. They are to carry their own refuse down the hall to a centralized collection point. The administration says it's about efficiency and sustainability. They say it's about reducing the labor footprint of the custodial staff. But the faculty? The faculty, they're looking at the millions spent on new branding and strategic initiatives. And then they're looking at the empty spot on the floor where their wastebasket used to be. We call it higher education. We assume the people in charge are focused on the big picture, the soaring ideas and the lofty goals. But at UConn, the big picture has become very small indeed. They wanted to balance a multi-million-dollar ledger deficit, and they decided the best way to do it was to ask the smartest people in the state to become their own janitors. They are certainly cleaning up the budget, but it turns out when a university runs out of money, in this case, when a university runs out of money, the first thing to go isn't the fluff, it's the trash can. The university is reaching for the stars, but they can't even afford to empty the bins. And now we have gone beyond the college brochure. I'm Gary Stocker with College Viability.